Sitting where you are right now, in the comfort of the modern world, you are forgetting something. Not long ago, just 180 years ago, going to a doctor wasn't a search for a cure. It was a torture sentence. There were no needles, no numbness, no sweet sleep. There was just you, a surgeon, and the leather straps binding you to a table. If you were lucky, they'd give you a bottle of whiskey to dull the edge. But mostly, there was just a piece of wood to bite down on, so you wouldn't bite off your tongue. Back then, surgeons weren't the gentle scientists they are today. They had to be butchers. In a world before anesthesia, a surgeon's greatest virtue wasn't mercy, it was speed. The pain was so unbearable that the only mercy was to end it as quickly as possible. And no one, absolutely no one, was faster than Robert Liston. Known as the fastest knife in the West End, Liston could amputate a leg in under 2.5 minutes. He would stride into the operating theater, turn to the gallery, and shout, "Time me, gentlemen, time me." His speed was legendary, but it was also dangerous. In one of medical history's most famous and tragic surgeries, Liston moved so fast that while amputating a patient's leg, he accidentally sliced off his assistant's fingers as well. The result? The patient died of gangrene, the assistant died of infection, and an elderly spectator, terrified by the blood and speed, died of a heart attack on the spot. The only surgery in history with a 300% mortality rate. This was medicine before anesthesia, fast, brutal, and deadly. Humanity tried everything to stop the screaming. They poisoned patients with opium and alcohol, which often killed them. They tried hypnosis. There were even suggestions to knock patients unconscious with a blow to the head, but nothing could stop the deep, sharp agony of the surgeon's knife. Until 1846. In Boston, a dentist named William Morton decided to take a chemical used for party tricks, ether, and use it for medicine. In a public demonstration, he administered the strange-smelling gas to a patient before a skeptical crowd. When the surgeon made the incision, nothing happened. No screams, no thrashing, just silence. When the surgery was over, the head surgeon turned to the stunned crowd and uttered the words that changed history. "Gentlemen, this is no humbug." Anesthesia was a miracle. It killed the pain, but it also opened Pandora's box. Surgeons no longer had to rush, so they began to go deeper into the human body, into places they never dared to touch before. But they still didn't know about germs. The pain had ended, but the age of infection was just beginning. The foundations of modern medicine weren't laid in sterile labs, but in those blood-soaked rooms through brutal trial and error. If we sleep peacefully today, it is because we woke up from the nightmares of the past. This dark journey through medical history is just beginning. In the next episode, we will talk about how doctors refused to wash their hands and sent thousands of mothers to their graves. Subscribe so you don't miss the bloody history of hygiene.